Jerome Kern tune of the week, number 11, Yesterday's. This is a very commonly performed tune. You will hear it in jam sessions and people play it all the time. So we'll do it in the key they normally played in, D minor, and then we'll look at some other versions. But this is like the real book version that most people play. And I got my iReal Pro here with the piano removed, and you know the drill. Let's play the melody together and then trade solos. So let's get started, shall we? Solo. When the melody note is A and it's a D minor, I like to use this trick. So it's an open E string, A, F, and then you get this. It's like Sid Jacobs. It's actually a ballad, right, this tune, but for me this is Wes Montgomery, so I play it medium. If you want to be really fancy, you can play a D minor major 7 here. It's like a B minor 7 flat 9 with a B minor 7 flat 5 with a regular 9. Here I play the guide tones, so G sharp and D, G and C sharp, F sharp and C, So I'm playing the guide tones on the 5th and the 4th string, and sometimes I was playing them on the middle set of strings. So when you have cycle of dominance like that, it's perfect to do that. Dee, do, da, da, do, da. And as I've talked about in lots of my videos, the Lenny Bro trick is to play the guide tones with these fingers and then the melody with the outer fingers. So I wasn't doing that all the time when I was playing, but you could do that, but you don't have to be kind of always do that, if you know what I mean. It's just a device. It's a bit of a stretch. There too, so I'm using these fingers instead. So this is from a movie. It's from a movie, 1933 movie called Roberta, which is the same musical movie where you'll hear "Smoke Gets in Your Eyes." It's a tune that I think is more famous and that we're gonna look at later on. But in this movie, I think they do it in B flat. And Ella Fitzgerald, I think, sings it in B flat. And the chords are a little bit different, so I'm gonna edit the chords here. So this is gonna be a mix of Ella's version and what I think is the original version. So they go like this. Here it's D minor over A. And here's this. So D9, sharp 5. To C, sharp 5 with a regular 9. This is kind of an overlooked chord. So it's D9 with a sharp 5, going to G13, right? Like the lower voices go down a half step. It's a nice voice leading. This is kind of an overlooked chord in jazz theory. I've noticed that it's like they teach you, or you can have a 9 chord and then you can have a altered chord, the sharp 9s, but they never mention that you can actually have a regular 9 chord with a sharp 5, which could be derived from whole tone, but there are other ways, other scales that work too, right? And Django Reinhardt, for example, played this chord quite often. So it's not something we should ignore, and here it fits perfectly. So the chords are gonna be B flat minor 6 to E flat minor 6. The C, which is the same thing as C minor 7 flat 5, right? So I've talked about this as well in many videos, that this chord, which you think is a C minor 7 flat 5, in gypsy jazz this is an E flat minor. It's a minor 6. This could be thought of as a G minor 7 flat 5, right? They're just inversions of each other. So it's the same chord with different bass notes. So let's change it to a bolero. when I see this chord progression D minor 7 to E minor 7 flat 5, A, or D minor 7, B minor 7, E, 1, 6, 2, 5 in minor, I don't think about each chord, and I don't play minor 7. I would think of the whole thing as some kind of D minor mode. So if the bass is going, I would just think D melodic minor, instead of thinking of each chord, and then play my melodic minor stuff. And you could play harmonic minor. And then every now and then you outline the chords. But you could just play melodic minor. Maybe your Kreisberg. Or some Rosenwinkel patterns. So it's better to think about those kind of harmonies in a kind of zoom out and think of a bigger picture instead of thinking D minor, B minor 7 flat 5, E minor 7 flat 5, A7. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to play those arpeggios or whatever. You need to be able to do that too, right? But I tend to think of it's just D minor. So that was yesterday's. Hope you liked the tune, and thank you for your time and attention. I shall see you next time.